Hi guys, and welcome to my review. I guess I'll call it a review and not a first impressions video for the Hidizs MK12 DucBloke variation or collaboration or version or whatever you want to call it. It's an IM that obviously was tuned by DucBloke, a fellow reviewer, and he took the MK12's bass formula, which is a phenomenal formula. It's one of my favorite single DDs, not only from 2025 but also basically for of all the IEMs that I own, and they've taken that formula, or they Hidizs and DucBloke, and further emphasized the bass. It's basically got the fixed nozzle, which is the red nozzle that I have here on the stock MK12. It's basically got a fixed nozzle, so no longer are the nozzles removable or exchangeable. You just have the one nozzle, the red nozzle in this case, and it in terms of the, let's say, the mids, upper mids, and treble, it's exactly the same, the amount of energy tuning as the stock MK12. And they've just given it a healthy dose of bass, a really healthy dose of bass. Now, what does that all mean in terms of practice, or in reality? It means that this has become, in my opinion now, a very much a niche IEM. It's an IEM that is focused to a specific crowd of people that like their bass, and it will do a really good job. If you like listening to electronic music, it will do a good job. If you like listening to rock loud, if you are looking for an IEM that does bass and is going to still be detailed, then this is not the IEM for you. I feel that even at times, and were it not for the driver being an exceptional driver, I feel that at times even this extra emphasis that has been given to the bass has been just a little bit borderline excessive, because even with the driver's ability to handle complexities of bass and so on, it does become a little bit one note. And for me at least, it's a pity, because I really think that the MK12 is an incredible single DD IM, with a phenomenal driver, and that it sounds absolutely perfect. The DucBloke version, yes, we know that he also enjoys using equalization and fiddling around with that and adjusting and making things sound a little bit more cohesive or comprehensive, or whichever way you want to call it. However, I feel that if you are going to go down that road, then on the same token, you could take then the standard MK12 and tune it to have a more bass like the DucBloke version has. So, I think that it's a pity that the nozzles are not exchangeable. Honestly, they could have had with this nozzle, which gives that extra emphasis on the bass, and it could have also been provided with other nozzles to kind of emulate more what the stock MK12 does, and so you would basically be able to get the both of both worlds. Let's put it that way. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Overall, like I said, I think the DucBloke version is an interesting version, even though it's very niche oriented. It's got the same build quality as the stock MK12. It's got a nice red cable. It's got the nice tips, the Venus velvet tips. The case is nice. It looks good. I mean, this printing, yeah, it's okay. The price has basically kept itself more or less at the same level as the stock MK12, just a little bit more expensive. There's really not much more that I can say. I mean, bass is definitely the star of the show. The mids, the highs are there, but obviously, if you are wanting to listen to something where detail is what you are looking for, this is not going to be the IM, unless you start messing around with equalization and so on and so forth. But again, I repeat what I just said earlier. Then you could do the same thing on the stock one. But if you're a fan of bass, and bass is the thing that you want, and you just want to feel your head being compressed and whatever, then fine. I mean, then this is the perfect IM for that. I mean, I will say that things like Sound of Madness by Ground Bass or Black Lotus by Walton, which are EDM songs, on the DucBloke version, they sound absolutely incredible, really, really good. It's got, I mean, I have to admit it sounds really good. Does it sound significantly better than on the stock MK12 with the red nozzle? Personally, no. I think the stock one already does those songs well enough. It already gives those songs the right amount of bass. But I guess this is like everything else. There are going to be tastes where enough is never enough, and more is what is desired. And so, if ultimately what you are looking for is for one of the most crazy bass sounding IEMs out there, then the DucBloke version of the MK12 definitely has ticked the right boxes. And that's the thing, that's the main message that I want for you guys to take away. Yeah, this is not an IEM which is going to be a champion in terms of its technicalities. I mean, the tone, the timbre, and the tonality are overly emphasized, so that they're not going to be really realistic. If you are looking for soundstage or imaging or something of the sort, again, that's not what this IEM is going to be shining at. Micro and macro details again. So in terms of overall technicalities, if you are looking at on a perspective of balance of being, let's say, audiophile, this is not what it does best. What it does best, and it doesn't shy from that, and I don't think that was even the intention, is it does really good at bass. And as I repeated earlier, a lot of that success is down to the driver. The driver is really a phenomenal driver that can handle basically anything that you want. And that's it, guys. That's basically it. There's really not much more than I can say. If you have the opportunity to listen to it, obviously I would say listen to it. Don't just jump into the purchase and then maybe be disappointed. But as I said, this is a niche IEM, the same way as there are IEMs which are very niche in other departments, like for example the CIVGO Audio, the Nightingale, is a very niche orientated IEM for those that are crazy for details. So if you are wanting an IEM which is musical, that's probably not going to be the best. And this is the same thing. If you're looking for an IEM that's going to be able to play your jazz and so on and so forth, forget it. This is not the IEM for you. If on the other hand you like EDM and rap and crazy bass heavy music styles, then this is the one. Definitely, this is the one. This is, I would say, this is fat freak territory. Honestly, this is fat freak territory. It's on that level of bass. My experience with Fat Freak obviously is a little bit diminished. I've only been able to listen to one, but I don't think that the DucBloke will, in terms of bass department, be any way behind any of the offerings from Fat Freak. All right, guys. As always, like and subscribe. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Take care now. Bye bye.